Hey, I'm back. Sorry, I accidentally hit stop on the video recorder. I was trying to just get it where I could see it again. So I just glued the antler on that you just saw and counted to 10 to keep it on there. And if you fold it back, you won't be able to see the part where it's folded as much on the head when you look at the front. So fold it back and it looks better. I'm going to do that with the other antler too. Just going to fold it on the bottom, put some glue on the bottom, and stick it on the head. So he has two antlers sticking up. Hold it for 10 seconds and it will stick better. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now his antlers are sticking up on the head. And we can use some of our dark brown paper to make a little tail. It's just a little curvy shape. It's curved on the ends, straight on the sides. If you want to draw it first, you can. And you only need one tail, so we don't need the paper folded. I'm just going to use some of the extra paper here and cut a shape that's straight on the sides, curvy on the top. A reindeer tail is not very big, not very long, so it doesn't need to be super long. And then we just fold it on the end so it can stand up. This time we're going to glue it under the body, so the folded part is going to go underneath the back of the body. So we need to put the glue on the top of where it's folded. Just putting the glue on the top where it's folded, and then I'm going to stick it underneath the body and hold it for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if it's hanging down, you want it to stick up, you can just fold it up a little bit more. So the tail looks like it's sticking up. Good. It might be a little shorter than that. That's kind of long. So a reindeer tail may actually be a little shorter. If you want to make yours shorter, you could. I think they're still cute though. Now our new little reindeer just needs a face. We're going to use a penny to help us make the circles for the eyes and a circle for the nose. A penny should be a really good size for the little eyes. I used a penny when I made these. So you're just going to trace your penny with a pencil on the white paper 2 times. Or if you don't have red paper, you could trace the penny 3 times on the white paper and color one of the circles red. We're going to make a red circle with the red construction paper in our classroom, so I'm going to trace the penny 1 time on the red paper. And then I'm going to cut those out. You might want to draw, I don't have a Sharpie, but you might want to draw the black pupil on the eyes before you cut that out. So you just draw a circle inside each one of the other circles and fill it in black. If you use a Sharpie, like I did on this one, it will look darker, like a real dark pupil is on most eyes. You leave a little white dot in the center or in the middle and somewhere in the pupil, it'll look like it's alive, like light's hitting those eyes because they're round, like real eyes. So just draw another circle inside each of the bigger circles, color it in with a Sharpie. I'm using a pencil because I didn't grab a Sharpie. And you'll have 2 eyes. Try to make the black part the same size on each eye and they'll look like they match. It's important for eyes to look the same because we look at eyes when we look at animals and people. That's the first part we look at is the eyes. And if they're not exactly the same in a picture or in a sculpture, we notice that right away. So let's try to make them the same so it'll look like a normal reindeer animal. Then I'm just going to cut these eyeballs out. When you're cutting a circle, remember just spin it. Spin the paper. And it will keep it in a curvy shape because circles are very curvy shapes. We don't want them to come out looking like squares or like rectangles or triangles because circles don't have straight lines. We need to cut a curvy line, and a good way to cut curvy line shapes is to turn and spin the paper. So just carefully cut out your 2 little eyes and a little red circle for the nose, or black if you want to make it a different colored nose for a regular reindeer or a regular deer. Deer are beautiful creatures. So there's my red circle for the nose. And then I'm just going to glue those onto my new little reindeer's face. Maybe this little reindeer is a girl reindeer that the first one could play with. If it's just Rudolph, then maybe that one is Clarice that he could play with. Or it could be another little Rudolph. So we're just going to put the glue on the back of the eye. And stick it to his face. Same thing with the nose. Put the glue on the red circle. Stick it right underneath his eyes, and we got the little red nose. This one has a flat nose because I used a piece of paper, but I think it still looks very cute. It's a very cute little face. I used a pencil to make the pupils. You could use Sharpie or a black marker like I did on these, or a pencil. That looks fine. So now I've got two little reindeer ready to go play. They have a friend. Oh, and there's also the little hooves. We're going to cut some little black rectangle shapes out of some of the extra paper. You just need 4 little tiny rectangles to make it look like your reindeer has hooves. And if you don't have time for this part, it's just a detail, so it's okay if you leave that off. But if you do have time for it, it will make it look more real. So just some little tiny rectangles, and then we glue that right on top of the feet, at the bottom of the legs, and it looks like they have hooves. So you'll do that on all 4 to make 4 little hooves on your reindeer. All right, I hope you have fun making your reindeer sculpture. Bye.